Okay, so welcome back, and now we're going to talk about reference angles and using reference angles in examples when it comes to the trigonometric functions. So first of all, there's a couple of things when we're using trig functions. We want to know, it's very helpful to find out where trig functions are positive and where they're negative. Okay, and so there is a mnemonic you can use called all smart trig class. So all smart trig class, and it goes counterclockwise. So this would be where the A would go, this is where the S would go, and this is where the T would go, and finally the C would go. Okay, so again, the first letter stands for the different trigonometric functions, or all of them. Okay, so the A here means all the trig functions are positive, right? And really, just think about it. X and Y are both positive here. So the ratio of any two positive numbers is always positive, and plus the radius is always positive. So it makes sense that, or we can quickly discern and decide and conclude that all the trig functions are positive in the first quadrant. In the second quadrant, only the sine functions are positive, which means that would be sine and cosine, right? Because over in the second quadrant, when you have your reference triangle, well, what? X is negative, right? And Y is positive. So sine is going to be positive in it. Now cosine is negative, but sine is going to be positive, and also what? The reciprocal of sine. Okay, which is cosecant. So in this case, in this one here, sine and cosecant. Here it's all of them, so sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent, right? In the third quadrant, notice that X and Y are both negative. So which ones are going to be positive? Well, only the ones that have a ratio where both the top and the bottom are positive, or both of them are negative. Well, which ones are going to be that? Well, that's going to be tangent and cotangent. Okay, so tangent and cotangent are both positive. Okay, and then in the fourth quadrant, you've got positive X and a negative Y. Okay, well, the ones that are positive in that case are going to be which ones? Well, cosine and the reciprocal of cosine. So cosine and secant. Okay, so if you just remember all sine, tangent, and cosine, then you can get the rest of them because the others are just reciprocal functions. Okay, so all six functions are positive in the first quadrant. Sine and its reciprocal function cosecant are positive, right, in the second quadrant. Tangent and its reciprocal cotangent are positive in the third quadrant, and then cosine and secant are positive in the fourth quadrant. Okay, and that's it. So now we're going to do some examples, and I'll see you then. Bye now.